Howdy folks, BC here. You're watching Deuce Guns, and today we're going to talk about the World War II Heart Shield. The Heart Shield was manufactured and sold by a publishing company called Know Your Bible, and as the name suggests, they actually published and sold Bibles. And during World War II, they decided they could sell a lot more Bibles if they actually published something that was designed to be sent overseas to the GIs fighting in World War II. And the way they did that was actually produced a Bible that was sized perfectly for the breast pocket of the GI's uniform, and the front cover, just a front cover, was actually a 20 gauge piece of sheet steel to deflect bullets, or that's what the name implies. And today I'm actually going to test out exactly how bulletproof the heart shields are. Now I won't be shooting an actual heart shield because if you go online on eBay and such, you will find them for sale, but they're several $100s usually, depending on the condition. And so I'm not going to be shooting anything like that. So I have an analog, which is another piece of 20 gauge sheet steel. It's a very common size of steel out there. It's actually used in file cabinets and all kinds of desks and things of that nature. This is actually a divider out of a file cabinet. So that's going to be my analog for the heart shield itself. And to simulate the Bible, because I'm not going to be shooting a Bible out there, I have a phone book. The phone book actually is a very close substitute for a Bible. This is a local phone book, so it's fairly thin. It's a little bit thicker than the actual heart shield Bible size, but it will do. And to simulate the vinyl, thin vinyl or leather cover, whichever one they were using at the time, I put duct tape over it. So we got that. And to simulate the uniform, I have basically a folded up mover's blanket, which is made of nylon and cotton. Wrap it in there to simulate the top coat, the jacket, and the undershirt, and take it to the range and shoot it. A standard velocity round nose lead bullet would be what they'd be using for training if Nazi Germany was actually using these for training. I have no idea. They possibly did. I don't think that protected them at all. Now, I highly doubt that the 22 cartridge actually saw action during the war, but if it did, it would have been what they had trained with, which was the standard velocity 22 round nose lead. So that's what they would have used if they had to, but I highly doubt it ever saw action. But it's a good starting point anyway. And let me put a close up here. As you can see, it went right through the heart shield, the Bible, as well as the uniform. The heart shield failed to stop a normal 22 standard velocity lead round nose. But, sake of science, time to move it up to what I know for certain that the Nazis in Germany were issued. The lightest one I know of is the 32 ACP. Now the closest thing I have to anything that the Nazis might be issued that shoots a 32 ACP is a CZ50. Got one round. All right, eyes and ears are on. All right, here we go. Did I miss it? My first 32 ACP shot went over the phone book. The second one went through the phone book easily, but actually missed the Dr. Thundercand. So here we go, third time's a charm. I've lined it up with the chevrons. Hopefully that works. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right, let's go check that out. The 32 ACP is the smallest, lightest cartridge that I know of for a fact was issued to German officers. And as you saw, it took me 3 times to hit soda, but it went right through the heart shield, the Bible, and the uniform with ease. And for the heart shield 9mm test, I have a German Walter P1. Early P1 though, so it still got a P38 slide on it. A little bit interesting. All right, and for ammo, by the way, I am shooting a full power Winchester NATO round, course ball ammo, which is what the military use because hollow points are illegal. Okay, let's see if the heart shield would save a man from 9mm Luger. Doesn't look like it. Oh! Down for the count. And now the most common pistol cartridge issued in Germany was the 9mm 124 grain. It's actually the Winchester NATO, what I'm shooting today. full metal jacket, of course, and that would have been very similar to what was issued in Germany in the time. And as you can tell, it went right through the heart shield. Let me show the close-up there. Went right through the heart shield, the Bible, and of course, the uniform. And the final test for the heart shield is 8mm Mauser. Now, this is not a K98. This is in fact a Yugoslavian 24-47. But the important factor is the fact it's got a very similar barrel length and is shooting 8mm Mauser. The ammo I'll be using is actually surplus Yugoslavian ammo, so it should be very similar to what the GIs were up against in Nazi Germany. All right, here we go. That did a number on it, I believe. Let's go check that out. We got one intact. There's your problem right there. Let's see if we got another one that's intact over here. Yep, okay, so this actually opened up two, not one like all the others, but two cans. Blew this one apart, and the pressure itself caused the actual tab to open up. All right. Very interesting. And disconcerting to people selling and buying heart shields. And lastly, I shot surplus 8mm Mauser, full metal jacket, of course. Did I go through the heart shield? Of course it did. Show you the close up there. It went right through the heart shield, the Bible, and of course, the uniform. Destroying the soda can like it didn't even slow it down. So is the heart shield bulletproof? Not in the slightest. No direct hit would be stopped by this heart shield. The only thing that the heart shield could actually protect you from, possibly, would be a ricochet, a very oblique angle hit where it basically just skims the side, skims the surface of it, or some sort of possibly slightly lethal shrapnel. But any kind of direct hit that was implied by the manufacturer, there's no chance. There's no chance this would protect you in any way, shape, or form. Now, because so much time has passed between now and World War II, we can kind of laugh about this now. But personally, it still kind of makes me mad that the company, that Know Your Bible company, basically took advantage of parents who just sent off their son, their 18, 19-year-old son, to fight in Germany. And these parents were basically grasping at straws. They knew this little tiny piece of steel was probably not going to help anything, but they were grasping at straws to send anything over to their son to protect them. And this company kind of took advantage of that and sold a bunch of Bibles. Now, if they were still in business today, I would probably try to contact them. But, you know, can you imagine the kind of PR nightmare that would happen if a company like this tried to do this today? That'd be amazing. Now, if you look at the actual packaging, I've scoured over all the packaging pictures I can find, and here's some examples of them here. You can see that it never actually says this is bulletproof, but it implies the hell out of it. Now, legally, they didn't really cross any boundaries, but morally, they definitely crossed some boundaries there. Well, guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like and go ahead and subscribe because I have a lot more that's on the way. And if you have any comments, questions, or show ideas, leave those in the comment box below the video. And as always, you guys have a great day. See ya.